Alright, so I titled this deck Neoshoalbrand. For people not familiar, this is a deck that popped up that was looking to abuse the London Mulligan rule, which we no longer have on Magic Online. And basically the TLDR of what this deck is trying to do, we use this card Allosaurus Rider, which lets us pitch 2 greens cards to cast it. So it's a 7-drop. So we cast this card on turn 1. And then we use either Neoform or Eldritch Evolution to turn Allosaurus Rider into a Griselbrand. And then our win condition once we have Griselbrand out is very similar to how the Griselbrand deck wins. Hey, Manifest Destiny. Thanks for the 3-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Is very similar to the Griselbrand deck. So we draw our entire deck by using Nourishing Shoals and pitching big green things. And then eventually we cast a Laboratory Maniac and then win by going to draw a card with that. So we'll see how this ends up working out. I'm skeptical that this is remotely competitive. People are posting some 5-0s with it when they had the London Mulligan, but without that added consistency, I'm not sure that's really going to be there. Hey, a bunch of re-ups. Manifest Destiny, Indie Terra, the 13 months, and Whipping Rhinos. Thanks for half a year. Used to spread my Basil books around, but really enjoyed your content. Definitely want to keep coming back. Upside, took your Black Red Aristocrats to gold yesterday. Keep climbing. Well, I appreciate the continued support, Rhinos. And yeah, the Aristocrats deck's been a lot of fun. I was pretty happy. I only went 4-2 in the qualifier, but I was pretty happy with the deck list overall. It's probably what I'm going to play at the Nerd Rage 10K weekend coming up here in about 3 weeks. Hey, Blaziken, coming in hot with the 12 months. Let's get you a sword to go with that shield. Thanks for keeping me around. And Apple Tunes, thanks for the 1.5 years. Welcome, folks. Pretend there's a clever resub message. Well, thanks to 11 months, Austin. I appreciate you keeping me around. I should create a command for the MCQ. I mean, is this like a hand I keep? Yeah, right. I feel like this is just like in the range of like this is the whole lot of nothing this deck is gonna do. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of we did nothing and died with this. Like I'm skeptical that this is better than just playing like Griselbrand, because like that deck gets to play Faithless Lootings and Discoveries and all sorts of other stuff like that. That's just like very reasonable. Provide some reasonable card selection to let you see a lot of cards. Magic Online told me that this opponent was 1-3, so they're likely playing blue-white control because that's a 1-3 deck. Yeah, I agree, Austin. Like looking at this deck list, I'm not sure how I ever beat a Counterspell or a Path to Exile. Like I have Pact of Negation in the sideboard, but like, okay, I have Pact of Negation now. Like I need one more card on top of like already needing like a 6-card combo. The worms are there to pitch to the shoals. K9. I mean, that technically does it if they have nothing, right? So now I've spent 3 cards to get this basically, and now I'm gonna sacrifice this to go get Griselbrand. And they're gonna cast Mana Leak or Negate here or Dovin's Veto, and I'm gonna concede the game because my deck is bad. I think I have a fundamental philosophical disagreement with the people on the development team who think that Stoneforge Mystic is too powerful for Modern. I think they're just basing it off a bunch of facts and a bunch of feelings and not facts. And it's a fact that they don't regularly test Modern while they're designing cards. So, like, they're just going off their gut instinct. And I've probably played more Modern than a lot of people there. And I would be very surprised if Stoneforge Mystic is too good for Modern. Especially quoting the fact that, like, if they think these new swords are too good, like, these new swords aren't really that powerful. So I'm not really certain, like, what they think. I'm just trimming around the edges here because I'm not 100% certain what we're supposed to be doing with this. These new swords don't look particularly powerful. Like, even with Stoneforge Mystic, these new swords don't really look like they're potentially powerful enough for Modern. Brewlander, thanks for the brand new Prime support. Watercat, coming in hot with the 8 months. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. The blue-white one is going to be great for EDH. Yes, EDH Horizons continues to deliver. Yeah, I don't know. And honestly, at the end of the day, like I said, I'm playing less Modern on stream these days, and I'm just, like, happier not trying to puzzle out why these things are what they are. When the new non-rotating format drops, I'm probably going to drop back my Modern schedule more and focus on that because Modern is what Modern does. For now, we do at least one a day because I like to get a little bit of variety in what we do, but when we can get more variety from just Arena. This doesn't have a second mana, right? So this is not a turn 1 win because it doesn't have a second mana. If I had a Simian Spirit Guide, it would be a turn 1 win. Squishy, thank you for the 34 months. Welcome back. So keep it right. I can cast turn 1 Serum Visions. You're not wrong. Yeah, this hand actually looks really good. And I'm definitely in the market for a 3rd land, so I'm going to keep that. Yeah, I think Giver of Runes is going to go ahead most creature decks that make white mana, including Manaphyr Pod. Yeah, I just need to find 2 green cards to put this into play, and then I have a Pact of Negation. I'm going to bottom that and top the Summoner's Pact. And if this deck wasn't rendered unplayable by the Mulligan change, it's probably rendered unplayable by the fact that, like, Pseudo Force of Will is getting printed into the format soon. Why are the cards ugly? This is the new, we're beta testing the new low graphics mode for Magic Arena. They want Magic Arena to potentially run on a TI-84 calculator, so this is the low graphics mode that we're testing for it. Zaragast, thank you for the 12 months. I appreciate it. Just a YouTube watcher put my Basil Bucks to use. Well, I appreciate that. Thanks for keeping me around. Hope you're having a swell Monday. Green card. Green card. Green card. Do 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 do. All right. This is the part where I get Dovin's vetoed and this Pact of Negation doesn't do anything. Or they have, like, Spell Pierce plus Path to Exile. Because we did get vetoed last game. So if their counterspell is veto again here, we are dead. Yay! Well, this deck, I would remember as we often say, the key to not being disappointed in life is low expectations. And I expected nothing coming into this league, and still somehow I feel disappointed. Hey, Adam, thanks for the 15 months. Welcome back. Happy Monday. Happy Memorial Day to folks in the U.S. So, like, this hand technically doesn't do anything, right? Sneep, and believe. I mean, this hand's like 0% to win on one, and just like is a bunch of like random nonsense. This seems potentially fine. I draw any green card, I kill them on one. If I draw a green card, I get to go Rider, pitch, Spirit Guide, Manamorphose, Neoform. I'm on the draw, so I'm going to bottom this non-green card. Maybe we're going to get to do it. Maybe we're going to get to do it. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. So, if I hit a green card with the Manamorphose, we're good to go though, right? So I'm gonna go for it. Because I drew a land, so that means if I draw a green card next turn instead of off of this, I still get to kill them next turn. So I'm going to make blue-green here. Any green card kills them, most likely. Perfect. So we go Allosaurus Rider, pitch. We turn this into Griselpig. And this little piggy's hopefully going to go wee, all the way home. Phoenix or Storm? Don't care. What a rancid meme. Watch him like untap and go bolt. That's what's about to happen, right? They're gonna like untap and go land double bolt me. So you're ideally going to draw a shoal in your first couple of cards to keep going, and that didn't happen here. Who's surprised? We were finally looking like we were gonna do the thing, and then we didn't do the thing. Not me. I mean, we did end up with 10 power in play on turn 1. So, like, we've got that going for us. And, like, Griselbrand, that deck's more consistent than what this is, because that deck gets to attack with Griselbrand the turn you play it most of the time. So that means you, like, get to draw an extra 7 cards compared to what this deck gets to draw. So now I get to draw a bit more. I'm going to Serum Visions digging for a shoal before we... It was literally 2 cards down. All right, so bottom that, top this. We should be a soft lock here to win the game now. How do you feel about Lightning Storm versus Lab Man in decks like this? I have no idea. I don't have an educated opinion, so I just try not to have an opinion. If more people would just shut up when they weren't an expert in things, the world would be a better place. So, just gonna be quiet and learn here. All right, so we're guaranteed for this incredibly slow turn 4 win. Morning, Popticon. I can't tell if my moto's just locked up or locking up because my opponent's conceding. So the Chalices are here, I assume, for the matches where we want a Chalice on 1, and this is not a Chalice on 1 matchup. Is this a Leyline of Sanctity matchup? Leyline does stop them from gifting, but like, I'm just faster than they are, right? I think I just click submit. I think the Leylines are there for the discard decks. I don't think they're there to like slow down my opponent's deck that has an average slower goldfish than mine. Time Lord! Thank you for the very generous tier 3 resub and for the 13 months of that. Thanks for keeping me around. I think this is in the range of keepable. It technically just like needs a green card to go. Alright, so now I just need a... Now if I hit Simian Spirit Guide, I can kill them next turn. Oh, Neoform also does it, right? Okay, well we have a turn 2. Yeah, it says in the command, don't even ask, that you need to be on a computer. You cannot join the server from your mobile. Once you are in the server, you can chat from mobile just like any other server. Honestly, Griselbrand looks like a bad combo deck. So this is why you shouldn't use your feelings. Griselbrand has like top 8 at a Grand Prix and like regularly does very well when we play. I think that archetype is very, very reasonable. The Griselbrand deck can win on the first or second turn of the game. And is also capable, can win on the first or second turn of the game, and is also capable of, when the first or second turn of the game is also like, has a lot of redundancy and like card selection in it. Is Modern Horizons going to be released at MTGO? Yeah, of course. Yeah, Griselbrand is I guess I should have drawn some more cards, huh? I guess I should have drawn some more cards. That's true. Commander Horizons will definitely be released on MTGO. Yeah, I mean, like, that's not bias. That's just, like, bullshit nonsense. Like a co. Like, that's like comparing a deck to, that's like looking at this deck and going, it's not as good as Legacy Storm, so it's not good. Like, the Magic cards don't have, like, the power level of Magic cards and decks don't exist in a vacuum. So, the power level of everything is contextual to the format in which it's being played. Alright, so if I draw a green card, we can likely kill them next turn. And I have Sleight of Hand to try and find a green card. So you get three shots at any green card to put a Griselbrand into play next turn. Hey, look at that. Didn't need the extra shots. Awesome, Time Lord, will do. Yikes, that's unfortunate. So, I have to hope to Sleight of Hand into... an expensive green card, and we didn't. God, this deck is bad. Holy crap. Oh, so now, like, we did the thing, and, like, I have a shoal, but I don't have an expensive thing to pitch to a shoal. You actually can't draw 7. You can't pay a cost that you can't afford to pay. I mean, I guess I'm technically not dead, huh? I technically could pass the turn. Yeah, I needed a Pact or a Fatty there, exactly. Hey, look at that. It was the next card. Alright, maybe we'll do it this turn, because they didn't do anything. And now I hit with the Griselbrand too, which again is like part of the consistency that you gain from playing Griselbrand is you get to like get a hit with your Griselbrand in, which makes you just like way more likely to like fully go off. Alright, sweet. We found a shoal and a worm. I think we're good. I think we're gonna win an entire match. Look at that. I think we're gonna win an entire match. Opponent's had enough. Alright, we're 1-1. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. To set a bar that's low, this deck seems more competitive than Narset Cannon. And again, I would like to clarify how low I feel that bar is. But I feel like wrong prompt there, Rigid. Yeah, keep. This is a turn 2, right? What actually kills the opponent? Laboratory Maniac is the card that ultimately wins you the game. Alright. Alright. One gristly pig, please. Yeah, you kill them before they play the Narset. So Narset costs 3 mana. I'm killing them on turn 2 right now. Or turn 3, depending on how you look at it. So I already have another shoal in my hand, so I don't really need a Noxious Revival. Oh, I could have pacted for Worm on the last one. Yeah, that's true. I can do that now. Hey, Magar, thank you for the 13 months. The very generous tier 2 resub at that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Jeff, surely this is at least turn 8. You have a card that costs 8 mana and only playing 1 land to turn as Garfield intended. Yeah, exactly. Alright, so now I should Noxious Revival the shoal back on top, I think. I already had a shoal, it didn't matter. Alright, So now I'm going to go Pitch Spirit Guide, Pitch Spirit Guide, Pitch Spirit Guide, cast Manamorphose, make some blue mana. Someone had asked earlier how we actually win the game. This is how you actually win the game when they don't concede. Cast Laboratory Maniac. And then we draw a bunch. So Laboratory Maniac, for people not new to Modern. Laboratory Maniac has the same text as 4-mana Jace, which says if we go to draw a card and can't, we win the game instead of losing. My opponent is probably playing Burn. So, like, the question on something like Leyline is, like, do I think my opponent's gonna kill me? Do I think they're gonna kill me before? Yeah, they could be a Death Shadow deck too. I want Leyline if they're a Death Shadow deck. I don't want Leyline if they're a Burn deck. Because if they're a Burn deck, we just race them. I kind of just want to click Submit, because I don't really know what they're doing. If they're Burn, I don't really want to sideboard. And if they're not Burn, we might just kill them before sideboarding is relevant anyways. So, like, if I put Leylines in, I don't really want to mulligan to them, and I don't know that I want to draw them. So, like, we're up a game. I'm just going to run it back. The important thing to remember with decks like this when you're sideboarding is that less is more. Every card you put in your deck that's not comboing dilutes your deck. And this hand kills on turn 2 again, right? We go Pact for Rider, exile things, cast Neoform. God, I can't even imagine how gross this deck would be if Elvish Spirit Guide was legal in this format. If you could, like, Pact for mana, free mana. Gosh, part of me wants to play this deck in Legacy. Because we could Pact for Elvish Spirit Guide. We could play, and you play a bunch of blue lands, so we could play, like, Brainstorm and Ponder. Yeah, Elvish Spirit Guide is just Simian Spirit Guide, but it's a green card, so you can Summoner's Pact for it. Summoner's Pact notably only finds green creatures. So if we lose Neoform here, we won't kill them till turn 3. We could kill them on 2 if we draw Simian Spirit Guide. Yeah, looks like 4-color Shadow. Yeah, correct. We're gonna bring in, if there's a game 3, we're gonna bring in Chalice of the Void for sure. Again, just like if it was Burn, I didn't want to bring in the Chalice. Alright, so Simian Spirit Guide and Neoform let us kill the opponent next turn. Elvish Spirit Guide isn't in a Modern legal set. So Modern, Legacy is all sets ever printed with a ban list. Modern, that's unfortunate. So now they're going to take my Eldritch Evolution. So now I have to draw Neoform or Eldritch Evolution next turn to win the game. Modern starts with 8th edition. So you have 6 draws to kill them. You have 6 cantrips that give us redraws. That unfortunately does not do it. No, I don't really want to play the Rider out because it could die to a removal spell. They gave us Stony Silence on a creature. Oh, that's so exciting. Maybe I am going to play Vanifear Chord at the Nerd Rage event in July. Okay, Cabalt, thank you for the 8-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Yeah, it'll probably be played in Elves too. That seems fine. What's the creature type on it? Is it an elf? That would be insane if it was an elf. Tronline's good in Legacy, or is it too slow? It's not only is it too slow, but there's too much disruption. So in Legacy, the card Wasteland exists, which makes doing anything involving lands a little bit awkward and brutal. B.A. Savage, thank you for the brand new Prime support. And there's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch. Thanks for supporting mine this month with that. Likely dead here. Dreadhorde Arcanist. Alright, that's cute. Looking for an Eldritch Evolution. Pact for Wurm, gain life, don't pay for Pact. Yeah, that's the classy line. Alright. I don't think I want Chalice and Leyline. I think I'd rather have Chalice of the two. And I think if I'm boarding in Chalice, I just trim a couple of 1-drops. Seems fine. Again, just don't want to sideboard too much because then we dilute our game plan. I could actually go Serum Visions and still play Chalice for one. Alright, so I can kill them in 2. So next turn I draw and play the land. And then the following turn I draw the Pact. And I Pact for Rider in Neoform. Seems good. Rad for Life Forever. Thank you for the tier 3 resub. I really appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Well, thanks for keeping me around, Savage. Hope you're having a good one. Anchor Morsel Cleric's good. Anchor Morsel Cleric's really good in the Dredge matchup. Let's zoom in so we don't have a risky click. And then I want to keep the Chancellor because it's a fatty that I can discard to, it's a fatty that I can discard to a shoal. Opponents had enough. Alright, I'm gonna give it to it. We never beat a Dovin's veto, that's why we got dumpstered in the first match, but this is definitely better than our sick cannon to set a bar that's low. I can think what's going on here. It's doing stuff and things. MTGO is getting a facelift soon. I mean, the lobbies are getting a facelift, but the actual in-game interface is staying the same, right? And like, 99% of my time on Magic Online is spent in the in-game interface, so it's like, why is this relevant? So, I don't have an evolution, so Sand's not good enough, right? It's like, I can get an Allosaurus Rider, but then I'm all dressed up with nowhere to go. Like, if this was a Neoform, we'd kill them on one. But it's not, so we can't. Yeah, this is a keep. So we get to go... we just need we need a green mana source on top of our deck. That's not a green mana source, so I gotta bottom that, right? Any green land lets us go off next turn. We go Rider, pitch, Spirit Guide, green source, Eldritch Evolution, get Griselbrand. They talked about looking into it. They didn't say anything with certainty. Greenland. That also doesn't do it, right? So now a blue land also does it. So if I hit a blue source, I now get to kill them with that too. Thoughts on the Storm life gain spell? What of it? Where would that be good? Opponent forgot to activate their Shriekhorn, and it's a pretty big deal. Only get 2 looks at a Dredger now instead of 3. Although maybe they're missing a land, or that they were missing they just like don't have a land. I'm so sad. I had like 100 of these at one point, and I sold them for like $5 or $6 after buying them for like $2. So like, I made a little bit of money, I guess, but like, these things spiked to like double digits for like, I think they were like $15 at one point. Could have made a lot more. I bought a bunch of them when this card was printed. And then flipped them a few months down the line. Is the green storm card an instant? Fitzball, thanks for the 3-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Yeah, maybe it's fine. I don't know. Yeah, I play the finance game when the finance money is easy, like Allosaurus Rider making a few $100, or like, was it Maddie and I made a killing on Hangerback Walkers. We knew Hangerback Walker was busted the first time we played it, and we got hundreds of those for $1, and those sold for double digits. No, nothing's getting banned, Savage. They're pretty hands-off with Modern. I would like the record to reflect I broke even on Anticipates because I sold signed copies. Any greener blue mana source. Give me a greener blue mana source. Alright. Nah, it's probably not good enough. And again, this is the tricky part. Now there needs to be a shoal in my top 7 cards. If there's a shoal in my top 7 cards, we likely win because we already have a worm. Perfect. Because now I get to draw 14 more. My draw was slow, but my opponent's draw was like also slow. There's another shoal here somewhere, right? Yep. So I need to pitch Simian Spirit Guides. Am I missing a Simian still? So this puts me to 1 card in deck. Pitch this, and then I Manamorphose, draw my last card, make blue. Cast Laboratory Maniac with blue floating, cast Simian Spirit Guide, cast Serum Visions, win the game. Not bad. .jpg. Oh, this deck's kind of funny. I think I'm clicking submit. Pretty sure I'm clicking submit. Beating Dredge game 1. Cheers. It's like, didn't play a second land till turn 4. Killed them when we drew it. Someone was asking about spoilers. Someone just shared this on Discord. I guess I can click open original so I can zoom in. It's just a 2/2 with Stony Silence attached to it. Which is just like everything my terrible Creature Toolbox decks have wanted for a very long time. Yeah, this is the turn 1, right? It's make mana, pitch, cast Neoform. That card will go into elves too. The not quite stepmom's gonna be good in like things like Vanafear as well. Like, people already barely have enough removal to kill Vanafear. Like, getting to play stepmom alongside her is gonna be real good. Yeah, you have to, the connections tab is only supported on desktop Discord. Yeah, stepmom's the nickname we're going with. Would you play 1 or 4 stepmom? I'm gonna test both. Oh, look at this. Well, maybe we're gonna win on turn 2, chat. So, like, some people would incorrectly call this a turn 1 win, but it's important to note that, like, my opponent took a turn and I took a turn, and anybody who's, like, knows mathematics knows that, like, 1 + 1 is 2. So if we win this turn, it's a turn 2 win. We could brick. We're not guaranteed to kill them, but our opponent feels like they're dead. So, good clean turn 2 kill. They took a turn, we took a turn. 1 + 1 is 2. All right, we're 3-1. I'm gonna be honest. Low expectations going in. 3-1. 3-1 solidly gets the exceeds expectation stamp. Quick maths. Quick maths say that was a turn 2 kill. Is this a real modern deck? Yeah, I think so. The match we lost was a we got Dovin's vetoed twice. It was funny, the second game that we got vetoed, we actually had a Pact of Negation in our hand when we got vetoed. Gosh, I think 5's probably better than this. Not by a lot, but probably. No, this was brewed up with the intention of abusing the London Mulligan system. So we just need a Neoform or an Eldritch Evolution to put a Griselbrand into play next turn. So we've got 8 draws to put Griselbrand into play after mulliganing to 5. So any cantrip or one of the search effects would be great. London mulligans falling down, falling down, falling down. London mulligans falling down. Now please, Watsy. Don't mind me. I'll just be over here drawing some cards. Drawing some cards. Wow, I didn't draw a worm or a Summoner's Pact, huh? Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and put this shoal back on top of my deck before I draw. Looking for a worm or a pact. Perfect. Found both. Found the last shoal as well. Blazagov, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. Hope you're having a fantastic Monday wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for keeping me around. Alright, so now we just pitch some Simian Spirit Guides. Use the Manamorphose. Put a Laboratory Maniac into play. Golden Oreo Mini with the 6-month resub. Thanks for keeping me around. I appreciate that. Hope you are having a fantabulous Monday. Long silent viewer here, loving the excellent content. Good job. Well, thanks for keeping me here, playing sweet decks and making content. Twitch Prime pays my mortgage, so thanks for keeping me around. We're just like clicking submit again, right? Right? Anybody want to do anything other than click submit? I think it's just click submit. Also, like, this is match 5, and we've been playing this league for like 45 minutes, and we're like heading into game 2 of match 5, so that sounds great. Bring in claim for Cage? Nah, dog. Deck's perfect credit back, yep. Oh, let's stand up for a bit. So we took the kids to the park over the weekend, And there was like one of those like spinny merry-go-round things that they like sit on and you could spin. And I was like standing off to the side spinning it, and I stepped forward too much and smashed my knee on the side of it. Going outside is dangerous, chat. I would highly recommend the safety of your home. I never get injured. I never get injured when I don't leave the house. Decks like this make me weep for loving interactive games. Listen, if you love interactive Magic, this is not the format for you. Sorry, not sorry. I think I keep this, right? Like, it's not a turn 1 or turn 2, but it just needs green card plus a tutor to, like, go off. I'm old enough to injure myself by getting out of bed. Yikes. Hey, Prepcoin, thanks for the host. Hope you had a good stream this morning. We are in our last match of Modern here in Magic Online before we roll on into some standard constructed on Magic Arena. Hey, look, that's a Neoform. So that means I just need any green card in my deck to kill them on turn 2. Hey, look, I drew a green card. I'm going to go bottom. I'm going to top the Sleight of Hand in case they play something that disrupts me next turn, and I need to play through it. Oh no, not Hangerback Walker. How will I ever win the game now? Alright, so we're not guaranteed to win the game here, but probabilistically speaking, they are likely dead. Some cards. So again, this is turn 4, and by turn 4, I mean they took 2 turns and we took 2 turns, and 2 plus 2 is 4. And everybody knows Modern's a turn 4 format, so you can't imply that we won the game before turn 4. Nah, my opponent's playing Hardened Scales. There aren't Galvanic Blast in their deck. Not really worried about that. All right. I am going to try and set myself up here to play around a Dismember, if possible. Well, I don't know that I'm going to be able to do that. Yeah, I think I'm dead to Dismember. Wait, do I not have my Laboratory Maniac yet? Why, Pumpkins? Thanks for the 10 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. I don't have my Laboratory Maniac, do I? Does that mean I'm dead? Is that how this deck works? Is this deck really bad? And with this win condition? Someone was asking me how I felt. Okay, so I can put a card on top of my deck, but the problem is I have to Manamorphose to find it. Alright, so we're not just dead, but we're gonna fumble here a little bit. So the problem is I have to Manamorphose in order to cast the Laboratory Maniac. So if I put a card on top and I activate Griselbrand, I then can't Manamorphose and live. Oh wait, I have a this thing, right? I have Wild Cantor. All right, so we're good. We're good. All right, so that works then. Wild Cantor does it. So now we draw 7. We cast Wild Cantor. We make a blue. And we pitch the thing. All right, so we can't beat a removal spell with this line. Actually, I guess I can, huh? Do I want to play around removal? I can just pass the turn, right? I can, like, cast some Allosaurus Riders and pass the turn. And then, like, they go to kill it, I Griselbrand draw in response. Or I just win during my upkeep, or during my next draw step. I think that's the line, right? No, because there's a Pact out. No, I'm used all my spirit guides. No, but if I leave Manamorphose, I can Manamorphose during my upkeep in response to the Pact trigger. So I think I'm supposed to play around. I think I'm supposed to play around a removal spell here. So I could draw with Griselbrand here, but then I lose the game to a dismember. That's true. I'm technically not winning the game till the 6th turn, which is incredibly slow and fair. I'd like to apologize to everybody who's insulted by how slowly I'm winning this game. I know it's kind of disappointing. I bring great shame to this modern household, not winning the game until turn 3. Yeah, I have zero cards in deck. So Laboratory Maniac, for people not familiar, has the same line of text on it as 4-mana Planeswalker Jace. But the problem here is my opponent has a mana up from this. So if my opponent were to... If I were to draw with Griselbrand and try and win the game, my opponent could kill my thing in response. And that's what I'm trying to avoid here. So there. Now that they tapped out, I draw with Griselbrand, that I win the game because we have Laboratory Maniac out. Alright, we went 4-1. The one match we lost, our opponent cast Dovin's Veto. And in fact, in the second game where they Dovin's vetoed us, we had Pact of Negation in our hand. So if they would have had literally any other counterspell or interaction, essentially, we would have killed them through their counterspell. We played 5 entire matches on Magic Online in like 45 minutes, 55 minutes here, I think. So that was pretty quick. I had low expectations going in. Yeah, we beat 4-Color Shadow, we beat Dredge, we beat Hardened Scales. I don't remember the other thing we beat. So that was kind of sweet. This deck's, oh, we beat Storm. Yeah, we beat Storm too. That was the other one. Yeah, our failure rate was pretty low overall. I think if you're into trying to kill people quickly, this is definitely better than Narset Cannon. I don't know how it compares to like Griselbrand, but I will say this. I feel like there is a very real merit to the fact that this deck is a turn 1 to 2 combo deck that doesn't care about Leyline of the Void or Surgical Extraction. So a lot of the really fast combo decks in Modern, you could basically play a pseudo Force of Will by like having Graveyard interaction. And the fact that this deck, the only Graveyard hate this cares about is Grafdigger's Cage, because Grafdigger's Cage also stops creatures from coming out of the deck. I think that's kind of a big deal. So this is definitely something I would play again, and I was really impressed with our run-through on there. I heard a lot of people saying that this deck just wasn't playable without the London Mulligan, and that really did not feel like the case. I felt like we had something reasonable going on overall here. And obviously, maybe we ran hot there, but, you know, if you're winning at Magic, you're